A particular lady who is now an adult lost her parents to divorce at the age of 14. Now she was a very young lady. She was a young girl then, just 14, a teenager. She had older siblings, but she just noticed her parents were no longer together. She had to now live with her dad, and weekends or intermittently she had to go stay with her mom. As a young 14-year-old girl, no one really explained to her what was going on, why she now had to choose between mom and dad. And she was living with her dad. She was still dealing with this. And then shortly after the divorce, she went on a trip and they had to get in water. And unfortunately, she got into an accident where she almost drowned, and she found herself yelling, screaming for help. And it took a while for help to come. Now, this lady went on with her life and now grew up into a lady who did not know how to attach to people. So she was okay with having people in her life and just going. But whenever it came to actually establishing any kind of relationship, she would run away, because there was this trauma of, if I get close to anything or I begin to enjoy anything, I'll lose it. Now, it took a while for her to understand what was going on, and everyone around her just saw her as this person who didn't want to be friends with people, who would just ghost people, who would just say, I'm coming, and then not show up. Relationships, that was a disaster. She was very misunderstood. Now, one thing I find is trauma is something that we often sweep under the carpet because we think it has gone, it happened 10 years ago, so that automatically believes that it's gone. But that's a lie, because something will happen that will cause a trigger and bring that traumatic experience back into your present life. And this is why I'm sharing this story, because this lady then had to go for therapy, get help, and now is this woman who understands that whatever happened there was not her fault. And that doesn't mean that everyone she meets will eventually leave her. But she had to do something. She had to get help. And this is why I'm sharing this video today, because a lot of you have had to deal with traumatic experiences. Some not your fault, some your fault. But here's the thing, you haven't done anything about it. And this has led to you being misunderstood by so many people, calling you things that you're not. But you can't really blame them, because they were not in that traumatic experience. They don't know what you have been through because you haven't spoken about it. So they are going based off what they see. But now you have a choice to do something about the future ahead of you, because unfortunately whatever has happened in the past has happened, and we cannot go back to change that. But we have an opportunity to work on the future, which is why I'm sharing this video today, because I need you to break free from this stronghold called your trauma, whatever it is that has held you bound up until this point, because I know that this is not the best that you can be. I understand the adverse effect that trauma, unresolved, can do to a person. So I am pleading with you, in 2024, prioritize your mental health. I know you like to buy shoes. I know you like to buy bags. They are important. But your mental health is the most important. When you feel good, you act right. You feel good, look good, and be able to enjoy life to the fullest. As a believer, I know that God wants us to live a life of abundance. You can actually have it all. You can actually have a beautiful life, a beautiful family, beautiful children, an amazing career. You can actually live a good life and have a sound mind. But it starts with you taking a step. I don't care what you've been told about therapy. I don't care what you've been told about speaking up. Seek God and let Him lead you to the right channel that will help you attain the exact help that you need. Please, please, please pay attention to this. Put it in your left hands, keep it safe, and act on it.